Hey guys, this is WhytManga here with a new video on how to draw character expressions. To draw expressions in this video, we're going to focus mainly on the expressions for being angry, confused, and tired. And this is going to be a continuation from the previous ones we did, where we used the Lily, who's a character from my comic that I published, Apple Black. You can read the first 4 chapters free. I'll leave links in the description, or you can purchase volume 1 that has the first 9 chapters. And you can check that in the description as well. And all published inside DM. Everything you need is in the description. We use Lily as a model for the first video, and for this video we're going to use a character that hasn't debuted yet called Obi. And is one of our characters of color on inside DM, just hasn't on Apple Black, but just hasn't debuted yet. And for this video we're going to focus on being angry, confused, and tired. One tip I'll give, especially when drawing angry, is drawing a character angry, or just expressions in general. You want to focus on the eyebrows and the mouth. Not so much the nose, because the nose is usually in one place, but sometimes you can even play around with the nose. Maybe have him give the character like flared nostrils and whatever. Key thing to keep in mind is, even though you're drawing a character with an expression, there's several ways to draw a character angry. Sometimes the eyes are wider, and as the eyebrows come closer in the middle, they're usually pointing downwards. But sometimes the expression could be so powerful where it's really downwards, or the pupil or the iris is really diluted, or really small. They could be angry in a comical sense, so you can draw them in a chibi form. For all the expressions we're going to do in this video, I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible, a little realistic, still within the realms of my style, but fairly simple and not too comical and not too serious at the same time. So here, for drawing, another tip I'll say is you can look at things as simple as smiley faces and just judge from there, where you have the eyebrows forming that, giving that sense of anger, where they're pointing downwards as they come together in the middle, and the mouth is curved to where it's curved upwards, and then you take that smiley face and you kind of morph your character's face into that. You kind of morph your character to replicate what the smiley face is doing, so you can have it and it's at its most simple form and with the smiley face, and kind of morph from there moving onward. So for this angry character, this is the powers in the eyebrows, the powers in the look, the power is also in the mouth. You can play around with the nose, be very expressive. Giving an example there with the smiley face, you can be very expressive with maybe flared nostrils, or be expressive where the pupil and the iris, you're not touching any sides of the eyes, where he's like also shocked and angry at the same time. So sometimes you can join some expressions together. There isn't one way to draw an angry character. In fact, there are characters that you will see that they may not have these typical tips for how to draw a character angry, where their pupils and iris could just be not touching any sides of the eye, and they could be really small, and they could have this basically there are ways to draw a character with a very plain expression. But if it has to do with a story and someone's going along with the story, you can kind of tell that the character's angry without the eyebrows having to convey anything, or the mouth having to convey anything. It may convey an expression that's completely new, and you can still get that sense. One of the best ways would be to look at actual character faces in anime and manga, but also in film. You look at great actors that may not even show too much expression with their face, but you can just tell, right? So there are many ways to go about this, but for this video, I'm not going to go too crazy with it, or too detailed, or give too many examples. I'm just going to give like the simplest thing. So for here, we're doing like the confused expression. And again, I'm focusing, you can go from a simple chibi and kind of morph that to your character's face. And for here, we have one eyebrow doing what would normally be done for an angry character. So we have one eyebrow pointing down, and we have the other eyebrow on the right, kind of floating above, kind of just going upwards, further away from the eye, giving that shocked value, shocked feel, shocked value kind of look. And then you have his mouth. Here is slightly comical, but not too comical to where it's chibi. You have the mouth doing similar to what the angry mouth on the left is doing, but we're shifting that curve to one side a little bit. So here we're shifting it to the left just a little bit, and then we're drawing everything else and putting everything together. And when I'm drawing the pupil and the iris, well, basically the pupil, I'm going to have them almost, he's looking at something below and he's confused at what he's seeing. And this is basically based off of the simple smiley face that's below. So we took that simple look and morphed it to the character that we have. Then we have that little, that's more like an anime thing where you have a little sweat. But sometimes it could actually be sweat of the character being confused and nervous, maybe due to the fact that he doesn't understand what he's looking at. Or maybe he does and he's afraid of the consequences and stuff like that. Or, just didn't expect what he's seeing, or is confused by the results of whatever is going on. And yeah, that's the tip really is to take, for any expression, is to kind of understand the expression at its simplest form, and you can use smiley faces to practice. And then when it comes to your character, you look at your character and try to figure out ways to morph that character's face into what's going on with the chibi. That's the basic idea, the basic message we're trying to convey here, and that's what we're doing with the smiley face, where we have one eyebrow going down, the other one going upwards. Here, being confused is one of the perfect places to go comical, and you have the pupils be really tiny, and maybe you don't even draw a nose at all if you want to draw like a chibi thing, and the face is all chubby a little bit, and all the lines are kind of extra simplified. I could have also made him, blush, but I didn't. Again, I'm gonna make this really simple. So here we're doing something tired. So here we're doing for tired, I like to do a lot of sweat, lazy eyes, and maybe his mouth is just open because he's like breathing through his nose and his mouth, right? Again, it's one of those things where the nose, when I'm drawing simple, just a very simple, straightforward expression, I don't play around with the nose too much. But again, there's something where you can also play around with the nostrils, where it's flaring up because he's breathing and he's breathing fast. So you have the nostrils a little more open than usual. His mouth is open, not too open. It depends. It could be. Again, there's not one way to do these expressions. I'm just doing it in a simple form. But here we're gonna put in a lot of sweat, and then you're gonna have like his eyebrows. The eyebrows could be doing anything. Again, some of these expressions could be mixed. He could be confused and tired. He could be angry and tired. Here we have him just, try to make it so that you're not really thinking about any other expressions much. Just the first thing that comes to mind is maybe he's tired, and what I was going for maybe was, say, maybe after a battle and whatever. So he's kind of tired, but he's kind of hunched over, looking upwards at the target or whatever is whooping his ass. And we have that little lazy eye up there where the pupil is almost, we only see like half of it at the top, and the other one's completely closed, right? Because maybe his sweat is like entering his eyes, and he's just tired, he's sweating. And later I'll even add like dirt to his face, or just the little scratches on face that kind of symbolize that he's been getting his ass handed to him by someone or something or whatever. And that's really simple. That's really it. Most of these expressions are things you have to kind of get used to and know like real quick, and it helps bring your character to life a whole lot more, and kind of keeps things a little more dynamic and not so stale. if the it would be stale if the character just had one expression of it on his face throughout the whole thing. There are some exceptions. Again, it depends on the character. It depends on the type of character. But if you're trying to sell this character as someone is very alive and loud, but doesn't show that, then that may be a problem to the point where you're not conveying what you actually set out to do. You're not doing what you set out to do. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will continue this with using another character from Apple Black as a model, and we will go on from there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can see some of my previous videos and watch some of the stuff here. I'm just putting that little question mark. Again, it's one of those stylistic things that you don't always have to do, but I'm just putting it in there anyways. Leave a question if you have any questions. Leave it in the comments below, just like always. Again, don't forget to like this video. Check out Apple Black if you haven't already. Check out Saturday AM. We dropped our 50th issue, which was big for us, and then we dropped our 51st issue, which is also great. And I'm doing what I did last time, where I'm giving away free issues, right? But it's a limited offer, so if you want it, all you have to do is go to the Facebook page, and I will like the Facebook page. You need to be subscribed to the channel. You need to like the video, and then go to the Facebook page, like the Facebook page, and message me asking for the free codes to get issue 51, and you will be given directions on how to get 51 free. Again, it's really limited, and so it's kind of like on a first come first serve basis. So I hope you guys check that out. So yeah, WhytManga, and I'm out. Thanks for watching till the end. Helps a great deal. WhytManga, and I'm out.